Hey there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers Twin Pack set containing the Berserker Uruk-Hai versus the Elven Archer. This video will focus on the Berserker Uruk-Hai and a separate video will focus on the Elven Archer. This Twin Pack set was part of the only wave of Twin Packs for the Two Towers release, and was originally released in 2002 along with the Two Towers movie, and the set cost $14.99. I can't remember when or where I bought this set, but I'm guessing I bought it in 2002 or 2003 and probably bought it at a KB toy store when it was on sale, probably from $10 to $12. This Twin Pack set is a very popular set, and you can probably guess the reason why. It was because the army building potential of these two figures. And another interesting thing to note is that the Berserker Uruk-Hai was also released on a single card, as a single carded figure, but the Elven Archer only came with this Twin Pack set. So if you wanted to get Elven Archers, you had to buy the Twin Pack set. Now we'll go ahead and be right back, and we'll go ahead and take a look at the Berserker Uruk-Hai in more detail, so stay tuned. Okay, we're back and we have the Berserker Uruk-Hai here. And I have to say, this is my favorite figure between the two from the Twin Packs. And the Berserker Uruk-Hai in the film is represented very well here in figure form. The Berserker Uruk-Hais are just badass guys, both in the movies and as figures. Now, Berserker Uruk-Hais are not mentioned specifically in the books, but since he is an Uruk-Hai, you really can't say that he wasn't in the books. The same can't be said about the elves, though, but we'll get into that when we get to the Elven Archer video. But taking a look at the accessories on here, this is a bit of an optical illusion here. You can see the sword here, but if I were to take it out of his hands and change the angle of the sword, you'll see this guy is severely bent. And this is the way the sword was in the package. Now, I have a Berserker Uruk-Hai figure in the single carded form, and I was looking at the sword in that package, and it's fairly straight. This guy was just severely warped in packaging. I've tried all kinds of stuff to get this guy to straighten out, from the hairdryer trick to the hot water trick. It does straighten out for a while, but eventually it'll just warp back into this curve here. So I know that the orcs and Uruk-Hai, they've got their weapons aren't elegant, but this is a little much right there. So I just wish this was a little bit straight, but oh well, what can you do? Yeah, but you can see some of the details of the sword, not including the curvature though, but I could see the nicks on here, just the battle worn nature of this sword. It's pretty neat. You can see the two-handed hilt here, and then you have these hooks at the tips here to hook the enemy and probably bring them closer for the Uruk-Hai to place a kiss on the enemy there, so you can say. But that's a pretty nifty weapon. Crude but effective, but too bad about the curvature of this guy. Yeah, this figure also has one more accessory, and that's the helmet. When I first got this figure, I didn't think the helmet was removable until I saw a picture of an unhelmeted Berserker Uruk-Hai. So I went ahead and gave it a try, and the helmet does come off. But taking a look at some of the details of the helmet first, you could see that rough iron or steel texture on here, and then you have the Hand of Saruman on the face portion of the helmet on there, and you just to remove the helmet, yeah, you want to pull it from the back, because this guy does have a chin strap, you can see right there. So you want to pull it from the back to slide it off, and you can see some more of the details of the helmet and the chin strap here. It's really kind of cool, and you can see some of the detail, and there's like a little bit of a buckle in there. I didn't think Uruk-Hai had buckles, but this one does. It's kind of neat. And once you remove the helmet, you can take a look at this guy's mug. This guy is one mean, vicious, ugly dude, and he's just badass. Really, I really love the face sculpt on this guy. It's very, very well done. You can even see the creases on his forehead here. The yellowish eyes that stand out on there, and you can see, just look at the sculpt on the teeth there, even on the tongue. It's very, very nice. I really love the head sculpt on this guy. And you can see the pointed ears, which point, pun intended, to his elvish origins. This is kind of neat. Very, very cool. I love the head sculpt on this guy. Looking at the rest of the figure here in detail, it's kind of neat. The only thing I'm not too happy about are the Hand of Saruman here. It just looks a little too human-like. I know it's the Hand of Saruman, but the ones that are applying the hands here on the Uruk-Hai here are the Uruk-Hai themselves, and it just looks a little human-like. You would think more orcish hands would have been designed, but that's okay. That's not too bad. Nothing to complain too much about. Yeah, you can see some of the details of the skin texture on there. It's very nice, rough texture on there. It's very cool. You can see the like leathery-like skin of the Uruk-Hai. It's very, very nice. You can see some of the details of the gloves here, and his loincloth, which is kind of neat because it's layered. You got this fake leather type thing going on here, and you can see some of the what do you call these, rivets or pins? I don't know what you want to, nails to nail this into place. Got some of the chainmail, and then some more leather underneath. Very, very nice. You can see some of the detail on the belt here, more buckle here. Very, very cool. And these guys are so badass, they go into combat with just a pair of sandals. It's very cool. I really like the detail on the sandals. You can see the toes on this guy. Very, very neat. Now this guy does have an action gimmick, and you just push this button and his hands do go up and down like that, like so. But it's best if you pose them with the sword in both hands, and then he'd be able to swing it up and down like a chopping motion on there. This guy is he sticks out a bit much, so, but that's something I can easily overlook on there. I wish the button was a little smaller, but that's alright. I don't complain about it too much. Oh, excuse me, that's my phone. Appropriate Lord of the Rings theme there. Sorry about that. And going over the articulation of this guy, his head does go all the way around. It does go up and down ever so slightly, not too much. The arms are on a ratchet because of the action gimmick here, but it does go all the way around, and it does go out and in. The biceps go all the way around. The elbows bend, and the hands rotate at the wrist. The wrist does not go up and down, and that's because they prepose it for the dual-handed sword. There's no torso articulation, but the waist does go all the way around. The legs go up, down, just slightly to the back, and they do go out to the side. There is a swivel cut at the thigh, but it is very, very hard to move. I fear actually breaking it off, so I've never really used the articulation at the thighs. The knees do bend, and the feet also bend up and down on a swivel, and it does have ankle pivot as well. So overall, this guy is just very, very cool. I really like this figure, and I'm actually glad that they had offered it as a single carded figure as well, because the army build these guys is just excellent. I think they're worth army building. And if you can find it, I recommend picking this guy up on here. So, but this is my casual peek into the Lord of the Rings Two Towers Berserker Uruk-Hai from the 2-pack. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.